I'm steady chasing paper, praying for them better days. I work my 9 to 5, yet still.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for coming back and watching us again. We had a couple things we wanted to talk about that has been going on the internet, in life, and just, you know, chit-chat with you guys. First thing we wanted to talk about.
Right. How's your day?
How was your day?
Oh, update. The hurricane didn't hit for real. Like, it got a little rainy, a little windy, but nothing like what they thought it was going to be, because it didn't actually come as close as they expected
or predicted.
So, which is good. I will say,
my hair
Hawaii is one of the only places that if a natural disaster doesn't actually hit us, they're mad.
Yeah.
Like, did you want it? Did you want people's homes to be destroyed? Did you want businesses to be ruined?
Yeah.
What? Like, be happy. Be happy
grateful
that we've been so lucky these past few, almost, these didn't actually hit us
or damage anything, kill anyone, flood anything, which is good. We just had a light rain, and
it actually looked worse like 2 days later.
Exactly.
Like yesterday,
it was raining.
Yesterday it was rainy and windy and just gloomy outside. It looked worse than it did the day before.
But you know, the scariest part about it was, like, everything got still.
Yeah, like, you could tell
still on that day.
You could tell that
you didn't know how to react.
You could tell that at some point it was very near.
It was close.
Like,
for sure.
You could tell. But then the good thing is it didn't get any closer. Yeah. So
thank goodness, because I don't have time for that. So did y'all see the Veronica Wang Nickocado drama? Ain't no drama though. It's not really drama.
It's from what I watched, because I didn't for that video. It was like 3 hours, but I watched most of it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish
all
it.
Of it.
No, I think I started doing something, or I was getting sleepy because I was watching it while I was doing the trades last night. I ended up doing something else, and then I forgot. Because my brain was
That's how it happens. Like,
what?
I'm done.
No, but so it seems like she has this.
I want a tattoo on my hand. What y'all think? Tattoo.
And people say that they are scared of him. Because I feel like they're putting
their reason why, though.
It's
right?
not even
it's
good.
Not a reason. It's
like,
their
she's
reason.
like, she's scared of. She just knows that he ain't got no boundaries.
He does, though.
He does, but they're his boundaries,
camera,
and they're more than what hers are. So she's like, she's scared because, his boundaries are different. But when people say those kind of things and how she said it, you're making it seem like he, like, attacked you, or like he did something. Like, he's never, like,
he's never been
he's never done. And then she said that, like, he recorded her Instagram, but the video of the Instagram, you can see, he was like, you can see the person who's recording it typing into the comment box on the live. Wasn't him.
Yep.
And somebody sent it to him, and, like, don't think you're that special, that when you block someone that they're just gonna find a way to record your live. You're not special. Everyone's lives get recorded. That's why everyone's lives
pass around the internet. So,
but like, it was weird. She just,
and then she didn't really want to talk.
He never said.
Why would you make a video if you didn't really want to talk?
And that's 2 years later,
like, who cares?
Like, not even the last
but
time.
But then they're both doing it for views.
But he admits that that's what he's doing it for. He's like, yes, that's why I did it. It's YouTube.
Yes.
Duh.
I think that's
and she doesn't want to.
We're all here making money. We're not.
And if you come out with something 2 years later, well, I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm talking about it now because I can. You can. You're right. That is true. But you just wanted to have his name in your title because people like his nonsense.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna click on it because no one really cares. Because it doesn't make any sense, and she just talks in circles and or like doesn't say anything for real. And then even that video he was watching, that was a long video, and it was saying
it didn't say
it had
anything.
His name in the title, and she said like
she was
this
trying
much
to talk about him without talking about him.
but
And
like
she admitted that.
But like random, she did. But random
she,
towards the end, randomly little small things without saying his name or actually saying that's who she was talking about.
And then the intro thing, like him shouting out his channel. It's his channel.
Isn't that what
why? Like, why wouldn't you shout out your channel? You know people are gonna watch it.
It's YouTube.
So and it's YouTube. Y'all are here making money, and the only reason why he responded to you is because you're on YouTube with him, and it's views.
Well, and I feel like he wants to make sure that you're not putting out things about him that aren't true.
Yeah, and I think he feels that you understand that because you are on YouTube as a creator. Mm-hmm. So that just is very interesting to me. But whatever,
no, she
I
just
watched
wanted
it.
Some clicks and views. I didn't watch.
That's okay.
I didn't watch her video. I watched him watching her video.
Yeah, I watched him watching it. I don't watch her. That's not my cup of tea.
Well, I just don't like
I like
that.
real people. You know, I want to feel a good vibe when I listen to you and when I talk to you. I want to know that you're genuine. Because even though Nickocado is a drama-filled person, like, when he's himself, he's really himself. Like, when there's no drama, he's just being himself. When
like,
he's not,
even
like,
if there
overreacting.
is and he's not, like, you sit in a room by yourself.
Yeah.
And talk to a camera for an hour and expect people to watch it. And you have to entertain them. No one's just gonna watch you stare into circles. Like,
you gotta say something. You gotta have a good communication. You need to be able to like engage people, right? And he has that type of personality that engages you. Like she said, he's polarizing, but that's what he's trying to do. That's the whole point.
His job.
And I understand where she's coming from because she says he'll go places she wouldn't go. So he is like his naturally true self, right? And he's not afraid to be extra, be that person, give you what you need. You want the drama, I'll give you the drama.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. People want that.
Yeah, they
it's
keep coming back to look
That's
at
why
it.
we want to see it.
I know we do.
So I don't understand what the point of it was besides money. Just as though he stated. But it doesn't really even matter. Like, everybody's on here doing it. If y'all make a video about us, best believe.
Oh, I'm watching it.
We're watching it.
And then we're going to laugh.
And then we're going to probably laugh and be like, haha, no one cares.
It's not that we care. And we'll probably make a video about it and talk about it because...
And if it's worth discussing.
Because it's YouTube.
We're here just to have fun. Like, we want you to watch us doing what we do. It might entertain you. It might not entertain you.
She's having a real issue out there with whatever. She's still barking.
She's barking at the freaking birds. She's barking at the birds. I checked on her. I'm like, Angel, like, you're tripping. You're straight tripping.
She said, these birds are in my space. They probably talk. You ever think, like, when you hear that, like, what's going on?
Maybe they are talking to
like,
each
maybe
other.
the birds are like, na, 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 na.
You can't get me.
And Angel's like, I will eat all of you.
Rah, rah, rah.
Get away from my house before I start munching. That's funny.
What else is there to talk about? Oh,
Kanye West.
Yeah, I mean,
I like at first, everyone's just like, oh, he's just being Kanye, but like he's legit having a moment, and then everyone's like, how come Kim didn't before? Like, how come she didn't say anything? When someone is like that and you deal with it every day. Sometimes and then that person is famous and in the public, so they can go out and have these episodes out in public. Sometimes you have to sometimes you just be like, you know what?
You're on your own with this one.
Not like you're on your own, but I'm not about to chase you.
I'm helping you in the background.
I'm not about to chase you and do all that. And they have kids and
Yeah, kids. Like kids.
That's a lot. I like that when she did come out, she was like, look, if you have someone around you that's like this, like, it is what it is, man. It ain't as like there's help and all that, but when they're adults, you cannot force anyone to do anything.
Yeah, true.
So if he has to go run off on his rant,
sometimes they do.
Sometimes you have to let them, and then they get their lives. And just like he did, he apologized to her publicly and was like, my bad.
Like, I messed up.
Like, I shouldn't have done that because you had my back.
She's probably the only one who's truly accepted his behavior.
Because
and
she's
try
the
to
one
help
that
him
knows
and love
everything,
him.
you know? They didn't get married for no reason.
Yeah. She
He
probably
just went out and did a lot, and
but
I wouldn't have said nothing at first either.
He did say something about the baby. Like how that...
He said, no, he didn't say anything bad about the baby.
Not bad,
he
but...
was talking about...
That experience is not to be shared publicly.
It shouldn't have, but sorry.
He was... that would have been a straight...
But you have to understand that he's having a issue.
I get that.
And there's no boundaries on that. When they're there, they're there. It is. What
I know,
it is.
but
it wasn't a story that should have came out, and that's probably why she didn't say anything. But she didn't say anything till after that, because after that was like okay,
you're going too far.
You need to calm down.
But that would have been a hard.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? That when the story was...
I don't even care about their story.
No.
I know exactly what the story is.
No, I didn't know that they got together.
So no, tell the people. I'm just trying to find something.
No, he
and
said...
I can't see it.
He said in the thing, he was like... What are you looking for?
My thing.
I think you took it.
Did I take it?
Whatever. He said, basically, he was talking about... I don't think we can say the word pro-life, pro-choice type action. You get it? He was saying that it started with him saying that when his mom got pregnant with him, his dad was like, no, get rid of it.
Yeah.
But the mom decided not to. So here we now, because she made that choice, here we have Kanye West. He was saying at the time that Kim got pregnant, he was out living his rapper life, and I'm pretty sure he had a girlfriend.
Yes.
And he stepped out on the girlfriend with Kim Kardashian. Mm-hmm. And she called him and said, hey, I'm pregnant. And I'm sure at first he was like, they took some time to be like, should we do it? Should we not get rid of it?
Why do we want to be together? Blah, blah, blah.
You know, are we going to have it? Whatever. And I'm sure he said she fought for her. That she didn't want to do it, which in my eyes, that is her choice.
Yes.
Because her body, she's the one that has to deal with it after it happens.
Yeah.
So she made that choice, and he's like, she saved it. But to him, he was taking it, because he's in a state, he was taking it as like, I was asking her, like, she's here now. North is here now. I was asking her to kill my kid.
Yeah.
Like, he was saying, I almost killed my daughter.
Yeah.
But it just sounded real, like, choice words were, it was a lot. But that's all he was saying. Should he have said that out there? No, but he was crying and everything. Mm-hmm. And you know, for a man to be out in public and break down crying, he's in his mind, he's in his feelings. Like, that was a lot. So I'm sure that's why at that point she said something. Yeah. Because you know, if it got to that point, you're like, oh man, all right.
Oh yeah, like he's
all right. He's
really
getting
fucked up.
Now, mind you, he did say something about Harriet Tubman. Now, this is the second time. Now, that whole part with the daughter, I get it. I understand that. That was a lot. He didn't need to share it, but he said it.
Like how? Wait.
He said something about Harriet Tubman.
Had to get my pen.
He said, now this is the second time. The first thing he said was that slavery was a choice. All right. Anyways. And then he said...
Taking notes.
And then he said, scoot over. And then he said that Harriet Tubman did not really free the slaves. She just took them to work for other white people.
Is there anything? Next.
What? What?
Crazy. Well,
I look, back then, majority of the jobs that you could get were working for white people because they were the only ones that were allowed to work at first. Right.
Like, you were lucky
to
even be free.
But when you got up north, you were able to have freedom some type of way. It wasn't all the way, but you could start a business. You could, work and be paid for it. You didn't have to be at someone's beck and call. You didn't have to get beat. You didn't have to get hand splinters, picking stuff in the hot sun all day, and then go live in a little 2x4 in the back of some big ass house
But was this a part of his episode?
It was in that rally where he said stuff about the daughter and all that.
Yeah, so it was in the same episode, but
no,
but he said it before.
Yeah, because he said so. In some way, I feel he does
Feel that way.
and I'm thinking maybe what
He
I
just
try
thinks
to look
all
at it.
black people think that we have to be
What I think of it is that he, like said, choice words were not the ones. I don't think that's what he was trying to relay. I think that's just how he didn't think about what he said before he said it. He was just letting it flow.
Yeah.
Now, that's just my opinion. I don't think, because that makes it, that's a lot, what he said. But I do see where people could think that.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to just think about, that was back in the, 1800s? Isn't that when it was?
It was way further than that.
No, during Harriet Tubman time.
Oh, yeah.
That was in, like, the 1800s.
Yeah.
Do you know it was... Like, was it in the 1800s? I feel like I'm being real dramatic with it, and I don't want to...
No, you're not being dramatic.
I'm going to look it up because,
It's a lot. I feel like she's one of our greatest warriors.
She went to war and everything. As a woman back then...
her character is just...
Okay,
disgusting.
Yes, it was in the 1800s.
Even if she didn't
die until 1913, and she lived to be like 90 or so. She was very old when she died.
Yes, and all she was doing was freeing her people,
running down south where she could die each and every trip. Where you just walking and being black was a crime. It still is today.
Message,
but it was a lot worse, I'll say. Mm-hmm. And she found her freedom, and she decided that she was gonna go back and get as many people as she could, because she risked her life. She risked her life every day, however many times she went on those runs, every day, to give people a chance. And for someone to sit here and try to discredit it and just be like, well, she just took them from these white people to these white people. What? You one of them ones that got left, so don't be mad.
Don't hate. You were stuck on the plantation.
You was one of the ones that when you seen her coming, and he's Uncle Ruckus,
homeboy that was capturing the slaves that are running away in her movie. Harriet Tubman's movie. Have you watched it, Harriet?
Yes, we sat all together and watched it as a group. Wow. Sorry, I'm not memorable.
Whatever.
No. Yeah, and everybody was calling him Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. Uncle Ruckus.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
But you know what? There's people like that now. Money is money. That's why they say money is the root of all evil. He like, I help you, but you got to pay me. It's because
people think that they need something material.
But then you saw he had the guy that... There was a guy out there that was helping. If you watch the movie, there was someone that was helping find the runaway slaves until he seen what she was doing and seen how she got them through. Yeah. Then he started helping her. Whatever, just you can't be discrediting Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, like relax,
because like what she did.
Calm down, homie.
What she did back then as a black person and as a woman.
Like that was
back when women were objects. You're here for what I want you to be, whether you're black, white, Asian, whatever. Women weren't
like they were surprised that she was even capable of doing what she did the first time.
Men in a war.
So, what have you done lately?
Like, don't discredit Harriet, bro.
Because you need to relax.
She definitely opened the 9 in the grave. Like, nigga, what?
Squeak!
You say what? Yeah. Because you don't know. What if one of your ancestors was one of the people that she brought out of there? There wouldn't be a you if it wasn't for her.
Do you know that?
Just saying so. You better put some respect on that name. But he was having a moment. I get it, but no, it's not an excuse.
There's certain things that are like they're a little they
Just,
push
you know,
over the edge. They just like to creep over the line.
That was just a lot.
That was just a lot to swallow because it was real harsh. And like even if you were trying to,
and then to try to convince you that like what he's saying is like gold. You're like, I stopped listening as soon as you said it.
Like that was a lot. Pause. Click.
You're tripping.
Power off.
But you know, mental health is
not that I tuned in.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw clips of it. But mental health is a real issue.
It is. It is.
You know,
people are like
it's a lot harder when they're adults, and it's even more harder when they're famous adults with money.
Exactly. So he can get all the crazy shit that he has in his head.
And people let it happen because they're getting paid. Some person on the street or who worked at McDonald's decided that they wanted to run for president and go have these rallies and speeches, they wouldn't have got that far. But because he is Kanye West, billionaire,
like he actually had a platform to do something like that. He was
given a whole
even
platform.
though it's something that he just dreamt in his head. And I'm like, not that he is an uneducated man. Like let's not give him credit.
He's just a little unstable.
He's not stable, and that's okay. So you're smart, but sometimes being smart is letting people do what they do. Sometimes when you create waves within the world, it disrupts it. Mm-hmm. Like it could change a path down to peace. Not that we need peace, but we need respect and love amongst each other. And if we don't ever get to that point, like the fact that we even care about what's going on with other people, like the Veronica, Wang, Nickocado, but it's fun. It's because you don't like if we truly had peace, right? We wouldn't have any of that drama. It would be super boring. So I don't want peace. I want just understanding and respect amongst people. I think that's all that we need.
You don't have to.
You don't have to like what I like. You don't got to agree.
You should be able to either understand that we're different and I'm going to have my opinion and you're going to have yours, or you can just not be involved in it.
You don't even have to look at me.
I will say, though, I know some people, when you say that, they're like, but people throw it in their face. There are some things, I'm not even going to say it, but there are some things that are being shoved in people's faces that, not saying that it shouldn't be known, but just like you don't like things, other people don't like things, and they shouldn't have to have it shoved down their throat.
And it's like, and why is it wrong that they don't agree with you?
Yeah, like I don't care that you don't like that I'm black. Okay, doesn't make my world go round. I'm not gonna
treat you any different.
Yeah, like it's cool. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Keep it up. Keep up the hate, homie.
Yeah, like
I'm nothing but love over here.
Like I don't care that you like raw fish and I don't. Like I'm not gonna say, oh my God, you like poke. Get away from me. You're a disgusting human being. Because I don't like it. Yeah, whatever. Just sit over there and eat your...
I love poke.
Keep it over there.
I love it.
See, and I don't. That's why it was my example. I think it's gross. I don't think it's... Yeah.
You have the right to your own opinion.
No, because I...
Say it loud.
Because I like how they season it. I like what they do to it. But I don't like the smell of raw fish. And I don't like the texture. I've tried it, so I didn't just be biased and just say I didn't like it. I tried it. I don't like the texture of raw fish. Now, if you take that bowl of poke and they do all their whip it and dip it and swoop it, and then you throw it in the pan for like a little bit and just cook it, it's delicious. I just can't do the raw. But I'm not going to judge you because you like it.
Yeah.
That's your business.
It shouldn't matter.
You enjoy it. I'm just going to not enjoy it. I'm not going to,
It shouldn't matter.
That's what
not
it is.
At all. Shouldn't matter.
You like it or you don't.
That's cool.
You like it
That's
or
why
you
I made
don't.
this over here. You can try it.
Do you like my pineapple? That's like I'm grabbing my boobs.
She's grabbing her breast.
My breast.
So what? We can grab her too. We can grab it. We can grab it. We can grab it. We can grab it. Oh, sorry.
She never was like, no, it wasn't, it wasn't him. Wah. She don't say nothing about him at all. But in her video that she came out with, she was just like saying, like, she's young. And, you know, she lost her parents. She's like, you know, my mom was my best friend. I'm still not over that. So I was just trying to fill my space with people I thought cared about me and, like, you know, all this other stuff. And, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that happened. She got shot in the foot.
It is, you know. Well, we don't, you know.
Well, we don't know.
But basically, that's all she was saying. She's like, I'm fine, you know, like, ain't nothing gonna stop me. It is what it is. But,
yeah.
You know, things happen when you're famous, and then you try to step into the world of celebrity people and all them thinking that, you know, they don't want nothing from you, but most of the times they do.
Yeah.
Imagine that she was talking about how, you know, because 50 Cent kept posting shit, making fun. Like, there are a lot of people making fun because she got shot in the foot. So you remember, like, on Harlem Nights?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shot me in my pinky toe. So they were making jokes, whatever, and he made a joke about, I think it's Boys in the Hood, you know, and the guy was running, and the one that was supposed to go off and play football or whatever, and he got shot. He had, like, that scene had Meg the Stallion as the dude who got shot running, and the other dude, Tory Lanez, in the car, and he, like, made a joke about it, and she, you know, that's not funny.
Yeah.
And then I think Drea said something. She just said what she had to say in a wrong way. She was just trying to say, like, I want someone to love me that much that they be like, bitch, you leave, I kill you. Like, just that.
Yeah.
But she's like, you know, I want someone to love me so much that they shoot me in my foot. But
yeah, that's retarded.
You get what she was saying. That just wasn't the moment. And that was the wrong thing to say.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, in some way that made it look like you're glorifying domestic violence.
Exactly.
But that's not what when you hear it, you see what she was trying to say. But you're just like, that wasn't your time. And then Meg Thee Stallion said something to her. She's like, you dumb bitch. Shit ain't funny. It's not a joke. Bitch. She's right.
She's right.
And Drea apologized a few times, but she was like, I wasn't trying to glorify it. She was like, you know, I was just talking about, like, a deep love. Like, I want someone to love me that deep.
Yeah. I don't think she meant anything regarding the violence. It was just, like, the caring about losing. But that's assuming what brings up that type of emotion, I guess.
That's assuming what the story is, because we all still don't know what exactly happened. It was, like, speculated that Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez were, like, involved.
It's too much, because what if she still kicks it with him or whatever?
Yeah, and it's not just I don't think she's going to. But
I don't know the story.
It's just no one knows what was really going on. No one who was there is saying anything because, you know, no snitching.
Hashtag no snitching.
So that's why the story hasn't gotten anywhere. And they're like, you know, the witnesses aren't cooperating because they're not going to say nothing. And if she ain't saying nothing because she doesn't want to say nothing, that's her business.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys can't hear the dog like that.
You can totally hear the dog like that. I didn't know that
That's our dog, Angel. She
just wants to be heard. She's like the baby. She just said,
she's 2 years, but she's so big. You don't think she's 2, but she's only 2 years old.
She's a pit mix, that's why. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn. Not everyone that wants to be around you should be around you. Space. But she didn't know that, you know, when
that's okay. You learn your lessons
like
and
that,
you move forward.
You learn. You think that's the route you should take, and then you take it, and then it backfires, and then you're like,
yeah, true.
I won't do that anymore. And yeah, lessons learned.
Shut your lip.
But yeah, she's never cleared his name, not once.
Well, she shouldn't say anything. I'm sure her lawyers are advising her not to say anything because that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do anything for her because what if it was a wild situation that it happened?
Yeah, like we don't
want to put
we don't know what she did. We don't know what he did. We don't know what was happening inside that vehicle. What happened at that party before they left and got in the vehicle.
Yeah.
It's all speculation. He said, she said, what I might think, maybe, I don't know.
Exactly.
But
and like, who cares? It's not your life. I mean,
that's
I heard of the story, but not really followed the story.
It was just everywhere. I couldn't.
Man, it's been a long week. I don't know if y'all share that same sentiment, but it's been hard to get on the camera to record because there's just been so much things going on.
Yeah.
We started like doing trading. It's really fun. It's like a game.
It is,
and
but it's hard.
yes, it's not that easy.
Like,
but
it's
if
easy,
you have the time,
but it's not easy.
Exactly, because it's like gambling. It's like going to the casino, putting in $20, like ooh,
and playing with it.
I hope I'm going with, but with actual backing, you know, like you can tell certain
You'll hit
things.
the jackpot more than not.
Oh yeah, for sure, because we've made a lot of money, which is like nuts to me. But we've also lost some money too. But it's still
Definitely.
profit, you know. But anyway, it's just been a lot because like you got to think about the market times, and it's just.
And we're kind of, because we're in Hawaii, our time is
so different
than like most, even the mainland time. Our time is different from the States and everything. We're one of them. Well, we call it the mainland, whatever.
But we're on a different
our time's
time
different
zone.
from them. And then, you know, there's trades in London, everywhere. You know, London time and Hawaii time ain't the
Asian
same
market.
either. So
It's a lot. But
like, look,
it's profitable once you learn it.
It's worth it.
Pretty cool. So it's just been getting, I'm like tired because I work, I go to school. It's just exhausting, but worth it, I guess. You know, your body has to get used to that next level.
and we just be on opposite times because she works during the day.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I help with the kids or whatever. And then when she's ready to go to sleep, that's
That's
when
time for
another
her to
trade opens. So
Her
then
job
I'm
time.
up doing it all night, you know, and I'm struggling. I be struggling.
I mean,
then
unless YouTube wants to pay us, but I'll put that money in the stock market too. So.
Oh. No, if YouTube pays us good, then she can just help me with these trades at YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That would be really nice.
Because at some point, you'd be wasting your time.
Oh, no, I know.
But
But I enjoy it. That's the thing.
But
I like to be busy.
We would be busy, though.
I know. Just doing this channel, even though we post 2 times a week.
It's a lot.
Plus work, plus school. I just finished
Plus
a project.
children.
I did like...
And then now,
And kids. Oh.
And now soon, school's supposed to start back up. And I don't know about y'all, but my son's not going back into the school because my son is young. He's only 6.
Yeah.
And you can't expect
a 6-year-old
you take
to wear
your
a mask
6-year-old
all
and
day.
under, take them into a store and to keep this mask on.
their
Don't move
hands
it.
clean.
Don't touch this. Don't touch that. Keep your hands to yourself. It's not gonna happen.
It's a lot. As
They're
a parent.
kids, and if masks are hot,
right?
I be hot in the mask. I
I
want to
can't
take
even
it
breathe
off.
in a mask. I don't even go outside because I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not about to wear a mask all day. So you kiss my ass.
But my kid's school does online learning.
And I want to protect people also, so I'd rather stay in the house. I only wear a mask or go outside if I have to.
Like I gotta get food.
Go
to
get
feed
food,
kids.
you know, stuff to do with the kids I need to do that. But then I'm just going. I'm not taking my children and stuff out.
I took the kids to the store one time, oh my god.
Yeah,
I was just so anxious
because I already don't like
so
people touching don't touch my kid, don't touch me, don't touch anyone around me.
And
Because
at this point, you just have to breathe by me.
It's just too much. You can say hi and smile and stuff, but like, don't be touching people. That's just weird.
Yeah, and
I mean, like, there's aloha, but there's like people's boundaries. Okay.
Well, and it's just like
if I don't invite
a lot
you
of
to
the
touch me, don't do
places
it.
that we need to go to as like doing our mom stuff, doing that part.
My teeth are white.
There's a lot of people there all the time, and it's hard to social distance in these areas. And you're just like, it's not enough for me. It's not enough for my kid because that's all I'm thinking about at this point.
Yeah, because like what you
oh
see
my
outside
God.
is what your kids are gonna have to deal with children that aren't going to listen.
Yeah, and adults
I mean, because
don't
they
have to
can't.
They're
It's
kids.
not possible. They're
I'm
children.
gonna teach these kids all this time, sharing and do this and all that, and you're gonna send them back and say, "Put this mask on, face forward. Don't touch. Don't do this. You guys can't play with each other. You just have to sit here." If that's what's gonna happen, school is really for socializing. In all honesty, group schooling is for socializing. And if that's not what he's getting from there, then might as well.
We have a
sit at
social
home and
life
do it.
at home, okay? Well,
So that's my job.
and we do things with the kids. So.
That's what I'm gonna be doing soon too. Is now I have to homeschool my
Be a
child, and probably her child too, and kids, and watch my baby, and
That's okay. I'm here.
I know.
I'm at home.
I know, but still, it's gonna be a
still-
lot equally for both of us.
Yes,
and
because
have
I'm
to
gonna
deal
be
with that.
like, ugh.
But it's okay. We're gonna get
All day.
ourselves a nice little routine.
Yeah, we're gonna get it down.
They think
We got
that
it.
just because it's like homeschool that they
Get to chill.
don't have to like.
Oh, I already have a whiteboard.
Oh yeah, no, they think
They don't want
that-
to play with me.
I was telling Cordell
They don't wanna
because
play
he was
with
like,
me.
"Oh, I don't want to go back to the thing," and I'm like, "You know that
He's
if
scared. Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, if you stay home, I said, you know, you still got to wake up in the morning. It's going to be just like you got to
that,
go to
yeah.
school. You need to wake
Recess,
up. We're going to
PE.
start at this time, and you have to do the work. You don't get to sleep until whenever, and then we do school. Like, no, it's regular day.
Yeah.
And if I got to do it, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Because I graduated, so
Yeah, man.
make me do this all over again.
I'm in school right now.
I
So,
can't with Cordell's
no.
school. I don't know how that's going to work.
They be doing the most.
I know. He
I'm just like,
came. He was doing something at my house one time, and I was like,
And the thing about it,
"What
for
grade
me
are you in?
Is
Why?"
that
He's
they
doing
teach it in that way where
It's so different.
it's different, and then
So much
like,
longer.
and it's so easy. Like, and you're just like,
Yeah, like
I
he
have
would
to do it this
he
way
would
or this
show
way.
me
Like, no.
one, and I'd be like, "Cool, just this." Like he's like,
But
"No,
I'm
that's not how you
terrible
do it."
at math. Like,
I'm
bad.
terrible at their math, how they do it now because it's how they want it done,
Mm.
and that's not how they taught it to us.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I'm like, no, you just go like this and this, and then he'll show me where they show how to do it, and they break it down every second. Like, no,
it's too much.
You don't
But
need
why
all
do you
that.
need to know like that?
like you
many
can know
reasons?
it's okay to know how to break it down,
But it shouldn't
but
matter
then you
which
should be
formula
able
you use.
to learn to just what it is. But now, so an easier way without all those steps. You know this, so go from this point to this point. Boom, you're there. You
True.
skipped 5 extra steps that they added. It's a lot.
For what?
I'd be like, look, please.
I'm not. I was never meant to be a teacher,
Me either. I know I'd be around
but I
kids,
am.
and
but
everyone
then
always.
I wouldn't. I would not like these kids. Wouldn't like me.
No,
as a
everyone
teacher.
always be like, Saida, why don't you have like a daycare or like do things with kids? I'm like, I don't like
I will beat your
children.
children.
I don't. I mean, I love them, but the children that you see me with are my children,
Yeah.
my friends' children,
Don't play
my
with me.
sister's children. Those are my children too. So they get treated the way my children gets treated.
Yes.
The parents know, or hey, you get what you asked for. I'm not abusive.
Well, I wouldn't
but-
beat your kid.
I'm not gonna-
I would check them.
I'm not gonna
especially
beat
if
them.
they did something disrespectful.
Nah, it depends on whose kid it is.
Yeah, that.
It's like, no, we don't support. We're not talking about
Not
abusing
abuse.
your kids.
I
but
don't like. I don't do all that, but
most time
I
these
will
days,
check 'em.
kids these days, you really don't even. Threats are just major to them. You don't even have to
yeah,
get that
because they're
far.
so sensitive.
Yeah,
So
it's
all you gotta
just
do is check them.
But no, I can't. And so, not everybody raises their kids nice, greatly. Not saying mine's is the best, but some people's kids are way out of pocket and be like,
Super
"Look,
out of pocket."
No, because first, I don't want that around my kid.
And how did it
And
happen?
they're not going to act like that because people let their kids do what they want because
Like
they're
just because they're kids, and I understand them being
people
free
think they don't understand
and being able exactly, and they
people
really
be like
do.
that kid's this old. They don't understand. I be like, I don't know if you've met this child, but he for
But he
sure
knows.
understands what's going on. And if you want to treat your child like they're special and aren't capable of
Your Google Home isn't set up yet. To get started, download the Google Home app
No
on a
one's
phone or
talking to
tablet.
you.
Did
Google.
anybody ask you anything, Google?
Shut your lip.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet.
Man, it's a lot. That's a big decision.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that at home the kids can learn a little bit more.
Well, 'cause then you can teach things that you want to
yeah,
teach them.
teach them things that bring value to us and our family. So that is where it's at.
If it goes good, he might not be going back after.
Yeah. So
Except I would do late high school just for some of the experiences, but
yes.
I would.
But then
I would
putting
leave
them
the
in high
choice.
school,
I would leave
yeah.
the choice up to them.
Yeah, no, they could be working or something.
Well, no, I mean, because
'Cause,
I support if you're gonna homeschool, you should
It teaches
put
a
your
certain
kid in some
mind
type
frame
of
too,
sport
you know?
or some type of
In a person.
team thing outside somewhere, so they do get that socializing
Yes.
and
That's
working
just put
with
him in a
others
sport
thing.
or something.
But we just have so many kids around these parts that they socialize all the time.
He's not going to
Krusty Krab pizza is the. I want to taste the a Krabby Patty, but you know I
Where
think
do you
it's
get a
just
Krabby Patty from?
the Krusty Krab.
Keep pushing. Believe that. Yeah, I'm steady chasing paper, praying for them better days. I work my 9 to 5, yet still take time to pay my